And that's why and how we trust in the Lord, because we know Him. David said in Psalm 31:14, "But I trust in you, O Lord. I say, you are my God." And how can he say that? Let me back up one. The point before that is humility is the path to God. Go to Micah chapter 6. It's toward the end of the Old Testament. Sometimes I have to flip both ways to look. There it is. It's right after Amos and Obadiah, and if you can't find it, go to Matthew and turn left and you'll run into it. And I'm sure y'all have heard this verse before. It's Micah 6:8. This is the Lord talking, or this is Micah talking about the Lord. He says, "He has shown you, O man, what is good. And what does the Lord require of you? To act justly, and to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God." And I believe that walking humbly is the start of everything. The Lord can't teach us unless we're humble before Him. I think the battery just went out. The Lord can't teach us unless we're humble before Him. Because if we're not humble, we don't think we need anything. We don't think we need to know anything. We think we've got it. We don't ever have it. We always need Him to show us and to teach us. So walking humbly with Him is the key. Another big one is, and this one's hard too, is to be content in a little or a lot. Paul said, "I've learned in all situations to be content." Go to Philippians chapter 4. And let's start in verse 10. Philippians 4:10. "I rejoice greatly in the Lord that at last you have renewed your concern for me. Indeed, you have been concerned, but you had no opportunity to show it. I'm not saying this because I am in need, for I have learned to be content whatever the circumstances. I know what it is to be in need, and I know what it is to have plenty. I have learned the secret of being content in any and every situation, whether well-fed or hungry, whether living in plenty or in want. I can do everything through Him who gives me strength." And he knew about being in want. He knew about being hungry and cold and a prisoner when he shouldn't have been a prisoner. He knew what that meant. But the reason that we need to be content in a little, look at what Jesus said in Luke chapter 16. Luke 16:10. "Whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much. And whoever is dishonest with little will also be dishonest with much. So if you have not been trustworthy in handling worldly wealth, who will trust you with true riches? And if you have not been trustworthy with someone else's property, who will give you property of your own?" The bottom line is, if we're not content with what we have now, we'll never be content no matter how much it is. We have to learn to be satisfied. It's not that you don't ever want more or better. That's okay. We should strive for whatever it is the Lord has put on our heart to do or have or be. But we're grateful for what we have now. It's a lesson that will unlock joy for you. Because focusing on what we don't have and what we think we need that we don't have now, that'll lead you straight to dejection. Because we're focusing on the thing and not the one who gives us everything. And He gives us what we need, and He gives us abundantly.